Adam Cole is out. He says Jericho has crossed a line that he can't come back from. He wants to hurt him and mentions Britt Baker. And then Jericho's music plays, but he appears on the screen and he won't go anywhere near Adam Cole, who allowed the love of his life to get beaten right in front of him. And Adam, you did nothing to stop it. Adam Cole, you're a coward, but my guys will take care of you. So he sends out the JAS and it's a 4-on-1 attack. Orange Cassidy and Bandito come out, and the JAS still have the advantage when all of a sudden Roderick Strong makes his AEW debut, running down and evens things up, and he clears house. Cole and Strong hug to a big pop, and they bring up the history here between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy as he's watching on, and Tony Khan making the announcement that Roderick Strong is all elite.
Yes, he is. This one was a surprise, I think, almost to everybody.
Guy hasn't wrestled since last summer.
Yeah. Word hadn't really, come out that he had received his release from the WWE. He was not somebody that I think people have been buzzing about as a free agent, because I don't think anybody knew about the status of his free agency. So he was not a name. Like, this was like a very legitimate surprise, I'm sure, for everyone.
Yeah, it was kept very quiet. So
again, what does it tell you? What? You think the guy just asked, or do you think maybe contract lapse? Like, I guess we don't know. We'll find out eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you like this addition for Roderick Strong? I mean, it's it was like for a while like the missing piece of the Undisputed Era, but it's the Disputed Era at this point. At the
moment, but I mean,
Kyle will be back at some point. But Bobby Fish is probably not back.
Probably, yeah. And I think you could still promote an Undisputed Era with just the three of them minus Bobby Fish. I don't know how much of the audience will be complaining, unfortunately, at this point. Listen, like, there are a lot of people in AEW. They're signing guys like every single week. Do you remember Jay White? Made his debut a couple weeks ago. John, who else? Commander. Like, there are a lot of guys on this roster, and that continues to be maybe a question of whether or not they have enough space for everybody. But I think Roderick Strong is a great fit. I think he's one, you absolutely should sign because of the many. Number one, he's an incredible wrestler. I think he's become a decent promo, like in the time that he's spent in the Performance Center as well. But you have so many connections on this roster that you could tell stories with Roderick Strong. Of course, Adam Cole, future trios match with the Undisputed Era when Kyle returns. Marina Shafir, of course, maybe something with Stokely Hathaway. You could pair him in ROH. I think he pairs wonderfully as well with like a future role with the Bucks. Remember, like, the Bucks talking about that story with Bryan Danielson at PWG in that match where they got roughed up by Danielson and Roderick Strong. That's a future rematch right there. There's just so much you could do with him. And for a guy that's, probably wasn't going to get called to the main roster, or at least we don't know, but they had plenty of chance, of course, and they never took. I think AEW is a perfect fit for him, and I think he's good for AEW.
Thursday, Way and I, we're going to do the only thing we know how to do, talk. It is coming up this Thursday. We're going to cover life, AI, Twitter, Elon, health, smoothies. We're coming at you hard.
Smoothies, especially.
Yeah, this is going to be a smoothie listen, okay? Thursday for Cafe members. All that and more. Plus, we will be live Friday night at 10 Eastern after the draft. So 10 Eastern. Rampage is on at 5:30 on Friday. So TBD if we will have time to watch Rampage, but we will definitely have a thorough SmackDown review and night one of the draft.